United Kingdom aids Jordan's care of displaced persons. During a visit to Jordan, UK Minister for Asia and the Middle East, the Right Honourable Amanda Milling, announced funding of £30 million to help learning recovery for 1.8 million refugee and host community children, including vulnerable girls and those with disabilities affected by 2 years of school closures. In addition, the nations signed a grant agreement for a £65 million social protection program, which includes cash assistance to the neediest and most at risk for their vital needs. Minister Milling also expressed her gratitude to Jordan for helping to keep the peace in the region and for hosting refugees from Syria and other areas experiencing conflict. She highlighted the UK's intent to further assist with creating employment and growth in Jordan's economy. The United Kingdom is a laureate of the Shining World Leadership for Caring Award, Shining World Wise Leadership Award, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, Animal Protection, and Kindness. Thank you, United Kingdom, for your humanitarian support to Jordan. Our gratitude, Jordan, for your kindness towards our sisters and brothers in need. May all refugees find safe shelter in a kind world in celestial comfort.
Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, climate expert urges for global veganization to survive. Launched on April 30, 2021, the Plant-Based Treaty, a non-profit initiative to put food systems at the heart of solving the climate crisis, has 3 core principles. Namely, to stop the expansion of animal-people livestock raising, to change current policies to promote a plant-based food system, and to revive ecosystems and reforest the earth. To date, the advocacy group has obtained the endorsements of at least 42,000 individuals, 1,400 businesses and organizations, as well as 16 cities and states to implement the treaty as a companion to the Paris Agreement. Plant-based treaty endorser Dr. Peter Carter, an expert reviewer for the IPCC, stated, "The science is definite. Global climate catastrophe cannot be averted without the elimination of meat and dairy in our diet. Ethically, all unnecessary methane sources have to be cut as fast and far as feasible. That means global veganization is now a survival imperative." Our sincere thankfulness for your advocacy work, plant-based treaty supporters, Dr. Peter Carter, and all involved. May everyone turn vegan now to save planet Earth and its inhabitants in heaven's upliftment.
Opera House in Odesa, Ukraine reopens amid Russian invasion. On June 15th, the magnificent Odesa National Academic Opera and Ballet Theater held a performance for the first time since the war in Ukraine began on February 24th. The program started with the Ukrainian national anthem. The audience enjoyed a piece from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet and arias from Turandot Tosca and from the Odessa-born composer Konstantin Dankovich. The venue's chief conductor, Vyacheslav Chermoku-Volich, who led the performances, was elated, saying, "Today is pure happiness. The reopening of the 135-year-old Opera House is an effort to bring some normalcy to the people of Odessa while hostilities still go on." Bravo, Chief Conductor Vyacheslav Chermoku-Volich, and all performing artists for your incredible courage, talent, and patriotism. We sincerely pray for the war to end immediately and that all our Ukrainian brothers and sisters can again live in their beloved motherland in peace and safety in God's protection.
Berlin takes substantial step towards energy independence. Swedish utility company Vattenfall has built a thermal tower in Berlin, Germany, that will hold up to 56 million liters of hot water heated by solar and wind power from depots in the rest of Germany that have excess electricity. The 50 million euro facility will store energy in the form of boiling water and have a 200 megawatt thermal capacity. This is adequate to support all of Berlin's hot water needs in summer and 10% of its hot water requirements in winter. The deputy governing mayor of Berlin, Bettina Jarasch, commented on the importance of the tower, stating, "The war in Ukraine and the energy crisis teach us that we need to be faster. First of all, to become climate neutral, and secondly, to become independent of energy imports." Kudos, Berlin, for your quick action in expanding your local power storage capacity. We pray that you achieve your laudable goals soon in the beneficence of the Providence.
Heroic physician delivers cancer care during Indian state's devastating floods. With much of the Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center in Silchar, Assam, which mainly serves disadvantaged laborers, underwater at the end of June, patients were transported on makeshift boats to dry areas in front of or near the hospital. Chemotherapy, blood tests, and more were conducted at these spaces. A video featuring Dr. Ravi Kannan, a surgical oncologist and director of the hospital, testing a handmade raft to ferry patients went viral. Healthcare personnel also utilized boats to conduct home visits and deliver medical supplies to isolated individuals. Assam has experienced the most life-threatening deluge in decades, affecting 5 million residents. We appreciate your selfless efforts, Dr. Ravi Kannan and the Kachar Cancer Hospital medical professionals, and pray for the courageous state's swift recovery. In heaven's wise guidance, may we focus on eliminating the disastrous effects of climate change by immediately embracing compassionate lifestyles.
The state of California, USA, funds alternative protein development. The state's legislature has designated $5 million to the University of California's Berkeley, Davis, and Los Angeles campuses to support the research and development of plant-based and cultivated meats. This marks the first time that the state has dedicated funds directly towards this kind of food innovation. Furthermore, the grant was announced as California currently experiences its worst recorded drought. Cultivated and plant-based meats offer a solution that requires significantly less water and resources than animal people livestock raising. The funds form part of the $308 billion California Budget Act of 2022, which also seeks to support mental health programs and transportation infrastructure. California is a recipient of Shining World Leadership Awards for environmental protection, compassion, justice, and good governor, and a laureate of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for compassion, a Shining World Leadership Award for protection, Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award, and 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for loving care. Congratulations, California, on your historic investment to develop plant-based and cultured meats. In celestial vibrancy, may all governments show a strong commitment towards a bright vegan future.
Newly passed legislation in Costa Rica to improve health services for animal people companions. The law aligns animal person welfare with public health and empowers municipalities to provide things like spaying and neutering, vaccinations, and deworming, as well as educational programs. Known as the Municipal Service for the Care of Pets law, the measure will see municipalities allocate a portion of their budgets to programs that directly benefit public health, including controlling the overpopulation of animal folk and preventing the spread of zoonotic diseases. The law was passed with support from the National Animal Health Service, the National Union of Local Governments, former lawmakers, and others. Costa Rica is a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace recipient and a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Protection laureate. Great news, Costa Rica! May your fortunate citizens and their animal companions be healthy and protected by this wise legislation in divine grace.